What happens when two brothers, one a European pro and the other a rising NBA star, return to the same small-town gym where their basketball journey began? What if I told you that one moment inside that gym, during their youth camp, brought an entire room to tears and reminded everyone what the game is really about? This is not just about drills, dunks, or shooting form. This is about legacy, family, and the spark that ignites a dream. Welcome inside the Reaves Brothers Camp in Austin Reaves' unforgettable moment. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we bring you deep dive stories from the heart of the basketball world. Today's story isn't just about a camp or a couple of pro athletes teaching kids how to hoop. This is about going back to where it all started. It's about brothers, Spencer and Austin Reaves, hosting a camp that's grown into a symbol of hope, grit, and homegrown determination. And right in the middle of it all, something happened that neither of them and no one in the gym will ever forget. So stay locked in as we take you inside the Reaves Brothers Camp, through every drill, every laugh, and the emotional moment that made even the toughest players pause. Let's get into it. Every summer, Cedar Ridge, Arkansas, becomes more than a small town. For 1 week, it becomes the epicenter of something special. In the middle of this quiet town, surrounded by farmland and long country roads, stands the gym where Spencer and Austin Reaves honed their game, sweating through workouts, pushing each other, and dreaming of something bigger than what the town could see. But those dreams weren't just about getting out, they were about giving back. And that's exactly what the Reaves Brothers Camp is about. The gym is simple: faded bleachers, a couple of worn-out rims, no high-tech facilities, no glossy branding. But the energy? Electric. You walk in and immediately feel it: excitement, nerves, joy, focus. Nearly 100 kids, from ages 8 to 17, fill the gym with anticipation. Many of them come from surrounding towns, some driving hours just to get the chance to learn from the Reaves brothers. Spencer Reaves, now a seasoned pro playing in Europe, runs the camp with surgical precision. From warm-ups to shooting drills, he's hands-on, direct, but encouraging. He doesn't just demonstrate moves, he explains the why behind each step. His coaching style is calm, composed, but when he sees a camper get it right, his smile says it all. And then there's Austin Reaves, NBA breakout star, Los Angeles Laker, and arguably one of the league's most exciting young guards. But inside this gym, he's not a celebrity. He's not AR-15 or Hillbilly Kobe. He's Austin, the kid who used to stay in this gym late into the night, practicing the same floater over and over. From the first whistle, Austin jumps into drills. He runs shooting stations, plays in scrimmages, and in between, cracks jokes with campers. You can see it clearly: he's at peace here. No cameras, no pressure, just pure basketball and community. For 2 days, the camp runs full speed. There are group sessions, one-on-one skill challenges, defense drills, shooting contests, and even film study sessions led by Spencer. They break down clips of Austin's own games, highlighting the importance of decision-making, spacing, timing. And then comes the scrimmage session on day 3. It starts off like any other camp scrimmage. Teams are picked. Kids are playing hard, diving for loose balls, encouraging each other. Austin and Spencer rotate around, watching, coaching, and occasionally stepping in to demonstrate or correct a movement. But then, something shifts. A quiet, shy 13-year-old camper named Jacob, not the tallest, not the loudest, gets the ball. He sizes up his defender, takes a hard dribble to the right, steps back beyond the arc, and lets it fly. He hit the same shot Austin did in 2023 to seal a Lakers win in front of a roaring Crypto.com arena crowd. The camp erupts. Spencer claps hard. Austin freezes, then laughs, and walks onto the court with that familiar smirk. "You've been watching film, huh?" he asks Jacob. Jacob just smiles, a little shy, but beaming with pride. Austin tosses the ball back to him. "Run it back. Let's see if it's real." And just like that, the gym transforms. For 10 minutes, Jacob and Austin go shot for shot in a friendly, but competitive showdown. The campers circle around, watching in awe. The tension is fun, exciting, and oddly emotional. Jacob makes another deep three. Austin responds with a smooth mid-range pull-up. The game is tight, but playful. And then, it happens. Austin throws a no-look pass to a camper cutting backdoor, hits a corner three, and then walks over to Jacob. He puts his arm around him and says loud enough for everyone to hear, "You remind me of me. Not just the shot, you stayed calm. That's how you win. You belong here." The gym goes still for a moment. Jacob's eyes well up. Spencer walks over and says, "That's why we do this." And right then, a parent watching from the sideline begins clapping. Soon, the entire gym joins in. What started as a fun scrimmage turns into something bigger: recognition. For the kids, for the town, for the dream that basketball can bring to life. Later that day, during the closing session, Spencer gathers everyone at center court. Austin sits beside him, towel over his head, still catching his breath. "When we started this camp, it wasn't about making pros. It was about moments. Moments that give you confidence. Moments that change your mindset." And what Jacob did today, how he handled the spotlight, that was one of those moments. But what Austin did, that meant more. Spencer turns to Austin. "A lot of people know you as the guy hitting big shots in but this camp? This is where you became that guy. You took the time to make one kid feel seen. That's bigger than basketball." Austin doesn't say much. He never does when things get emotional. He just nods and adds, "This is home. And if we can make it here, any one of you can too." What followed next felt more like a community celebration than a camp wrap-up. Parents came down to thank both brothers. Kids asked for pictures, autographs, advice. But the most powerful part? Seeing campers console Jacob, telling him he did great, asking for tips, treating him like a leader. That's the power of the Reaves Brothers Camp. It's not just drills, drills, drills. It's about lifting each other up. It's about creating future leaders on and off the court. Behind all the highlights and viral moments, this camp reveals something deeper about the Reaves brothers. For Spencer, it's about giving back to the community that shaped him, where even after playing overseas, he still feels most at peace. For Austin, it's a grounding reminder of who he is without the lights, the cameras, the NBA media. It's a reset button. And for the kids, it's a glimpse at what's possible when you work, believe, and stay humble. If you felt something during this video, whether it was a moment that gave you chills, made you smile, or just reminded you why you love this game, then take a second and like this video. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss stories like this, raw, real, and rooted in what matters. And more than that, share this story. Share it with someone who's chasing a dream. Share it with a coach, a teammate, a kid who needs to be reminded that greatness doesn't always come from big cities or famous gyms. Sometimes, it comes from a little town in Arkansas, where two brothers turned love for the game into a movement. This was inside Reaves Brothers Camp, and the unforgettable moment that reminded us all why basketball is so much more than just a sport. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep showing up, keep grinding, and keep believing. Because someone out there is waiting for your moment.